Before we start, I want to know how many of you have actually seen or used EasySpeak? How many VP educations have actually seen or used EasySpeak? Only one person. The others have never seen the browser or the site, but you haven't used it.
We are promoting, we are starting to promote it now.
Great. So today we'll just see what are the basic features that you as a VP Education can use from EasySpeak, and what are those that you could suggest your club members to get benefit out of. So let's start. EasySpeak is essentially a platform where you can manage everything related to your club. Okay, you can start based from the club members to the projects to the meetings to maintaining your DCP goals, to stalk the members, where they've been, what they've been doing, everything. We'll just see the basic features that are involved. This is how the UI would look. The website is easyspeak.org, which I will also send in the group if necessary. This is how the site would look. The UI or user interface I was not really a fan of when I started using it. When you start it, it might be a bit annoying because it is like, for those who use Android, it's like shifting to a Windows phone. The UI is not very friendly at all. But when you get the hang of it and when you get to see the benefits that you can get out of it, it's not a problem at all. You'll be okay to deal with a bad UI, only because of the benefits that you get out of it. These are the basic features that we'll be seeing throughout the session. The very first being setting up your club. The next is creating users, maintaining your communication leadership progress, meetings, agenda, and calendar. Calendar is my favorite part, just so you know. First is setting up a club. Every club has a club number. The VP Education should create a credential for themselves. You won't have a login ID for yourself before, if you haven't used it, right? You have an option to sign up, and when you sign up, you can give your club number and register. If your club is already not existing, you have an option to create it and be a part of it. And this is also linked to your TMI website. So the XCOM, everything is already, if you just set up your club, it will get your club's name and your district, division, etc., and the timings that you meet. Everything that is given for your club on TMI is automatically retrieved once you register your club using your club ID. Vinod said if we have time, we could try and set up a club later if we have time and if my laptop has charge, which I really don't. And second is creating the users.
She doesn't have the charger.
No, I don't. Second is creating users. Once you create a club, you can add all the members. If you talk about EasySpeak, the benefits you get out of it is very easy. It loads, and to use it is very easy once you set it up. Setting up will take some time. For me, it took a few weeks, each 1 hour, few days. And I did it over a span of a few weeks in a month, but just an hour a day. Setting up is a huge process because I'm very sure all your members wouldn't register on them by themselves. As a VP Education, you can just register each of your club member and set up the details of the members, like their mentors, how many projects they've finished, their email IDs, their contact, their daytime phone contact, nighttime phone contact, everything. But once you set it up, it's very easy to follow through. The first is, for example, let's say I am from TGIS and there's someone from both club. If I want to view the members of both club, I can still do that. If the VP Education of both has set up their members, I can still see the directory of all the clubs which have their users listed. It's not only restricted to me. I can just click on the club's name and see the details of all the members of all the clubs that has been registered on EasySpeak, which is very easy. You don't have to ask Vinod for how many people are there in the division. You can just click on the clubs and get the list.
Quickly, do this quickly.
And the third is know their progress. For example, if someone has done a speech in your club, your member, but they've done the next speech in some other club, you can still view their progress by just clicking on their name. EasySpeak will tell you where they did, which project, and what was the title, who was their evaluator, how many other speakers were there, everything. You don't have to ask each member. You don't have to maintain an Excel sheet. You just have to click on the member's name or your club name, and it will beautifully be listed with the dates they perform their projects, the project name, from which manual, etc., etc., etc.
Provided that club is also in easy.
Yes, yes. Provided, no, I'm talking about your member, right? You can see for other members also, but if you want to see your member, if you want to track your member, it is very easy. You don't have to maintain a separate sheet. Every time, I'll come later to how it's linked with a meeting. Okay, you can, for now what you want to know is, you can, if a member does a speech at any club, you can still know it by just logging on and clicking their name.
But how does that, sorry, how does that speech get logged against that member? Is it only because the club she did the speech in is also on Easy Speak?
No.
It's okay.
No.
VP education has to update it, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so the VP education has to update.
VP education can update, or the user can say like, yo, I did this project in this club, can you please recognize it? And the VP education can say, okay, fine, good, I recognize it, and then it will be automatically logged. But the VP education has a final take on it to say if they've done it or not. Next is the communication leadership progress. You can know for VP membership, VP education, I can actually show you. This is the EasySpeak site, right? So I have logged in as a VP education. And if you see under profile, there is a view called club member view. Only you get this separate view. All the members, you can, if you click on this, you can see how the members of a club view the page, which is not as you do it. You have admin roles where you can assign or delegate tasks, etc., etc., and you have a club member role, member view, where you can view how the member of the club is seeing it.
So our access is already done in there. Like if we are registered as VP Ed,
Yeah.
so automatically our access will be admin for admin role.
Yes, yes. It is linked to TMI, so if you have the VP education, you will automatically have the admin rights. So for each member, let's say you're starting.
I think you answered some doubt which he had already.
Okay.
He was asking whether this software is TMI recognized.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
See,
It
what
was not.
I
Easy speaking.
I saw a comment, there was a discussion thread on this. This has a Facebook page, and there was a question that was asked: are things like free toast and this one recognized by TMI? So the comment by Mike Rafferty, what he said was, they are both recognized by TMI. They are not endorsed by TMI. That is what it was said. But they are recognized, and they provide the information.
Earlier it was not recognized. It was a private platform.
Now it
Only
is.
It was useful. So we
Now
were
it
not
is.
really answering on it. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I will tell you I'll tell you on VP Ed's perspective, right? As a VP Ed, you can, as I already said, you can track a person's progress. For example, you are going to set it up right now. As all of you said, you don't have Easy Speak. If you're going to set it up right now, you can still say, I have completed P7, but the next speech I'm going to give is P8. Only I don't have to log in only from P8. You can already set up from P1 to P7. There is an option for setting it up, and then from every speech you attend the next meeting, once you attend the meeting and you successfully deliver the speech, it will again be assigned not just the speeches, all the roles as well. So your CC and CL tracks are automatically tracked. Like if you do a timer role and if you do a general evaluator role and you log in on Easy Speak during a particular meeting, it will automatically be tracked under your leadership roles, and it will tell you how many, what are the roles are left to do a CL, or what are the roles are left to do an ALB, etc., etc. This is from a VP education's perspective. From a VP from a regular member's perspective, they won't be able to do any of this, right? They will only be able to see what is being done, what I can request for, what others have request for. You have the right to choose if that is that can be taken or not. You have two views. I didn't know that until very recently. You have a VP education view and you have a VP normal members view. That is very important because if you are in the VP education view, then when I click on another club, then I will be able to talk to the president of the club, the TMOD of that meeting, or the general evaluator of that meeting. But if I'm on the member view, then I will be able to request them for a speech during their meeting, which I will not be able to do as an admin. So as a VP Ed, you would have to know how to manage your accounts as both a VP Education and as a member. Yeah? Do you have any questions so far?
So you have to create two separate login accounts?
No, just
No.
for VP Ed, there's an option to change your view. Change to club view.
So you
club
can show
member
that
view.
somewhere now. You
Yeah, I
can
just
show
showed
that.
it. Yeah.
You showed it, okay.
Yeah.
Each
On the
one has
profile.
to have a username and password for the each member.
Each
should
user.
have
Yes.
one.